Okay, folks, I'm back once again, or I said once again so many times. I'm back probably to what I done about 80 some videos. I'm back 83rd again. but anyways, I thought I'd do a remake of this video called A Little Clarity. I was very short on time, and I had to be at work, and I had very little time to do the video, and I had to be at work shortly after the video, so that's why I pretty much cut off. So I decided to do a remake of it. A Little Clarity remake. Now the first thing I want to begin on is try to take advantage of this 10 minutes to try to branch it all in one blow is the gas price scam. Now, as you know, gas prices went up in one day, and people all across the country was panicking, and every Exxon Mobil that you saw was basically packed in full. Almost every Exxon. I mean, of course, other gas prices as well. I mean, gas stations as well that had gas for I don't know about 343, 350, something like that. All of them was packed in one day. Now, why is it that the gas prices got jacked up so quickly in one day if we have oil reservoirs? Now, all these so-called oil reservoirs that this country have shouldn't be in shouldn't be in any type of panic for the simple fact of those oil reservoirs. So that means we start going to the backup oil, the oil that you saving to convert oil into gas, and go off the what you have in the reservoirs for a while. And then if the reservoirs get low, then you jack up gas prices if the supply is starting to get low in the reservoir. But they didn't do that. Instead, they decided to not touch their own personal little oil that the rich and wealthy have stored in those reservoirs, that the beneficiaries of those oil reservoirs, they didn't decide to touch those. Instead, they decided to raise the gas prices on all the citizens of America, and let's just pull from their money. Let's just raise the prices on them, get their money, in case we have some type of deficit with the oil companies. So we're gonna use their money instead of pulling from the reservoirs. We're gonna attack them. You see how corrupt the people are in this country. If we have oil reservoirs, why did you jack the prices up? Why don't you pull from the reservoirs? But see, they don't care about us. They only care about themselves. If you're not making the big bucks, you screwed along with the rest of the citizens in this country. You are screwed. But if you're making a big bucks, yeah, I'm sure that you invest a couple of 100,000, they'll hold you about 10 or 15 barrels of oil. You fine, big deal, no problem. But those who average middle class working Americans like me and several others that's trying to get by day to day by keeping up on bills and etc. Forget about us. I ain't part of the club. So I just wanted to touch bases on that scam. Now here's another thing. Ike did not touch any one of those oil refineries down there in Texas. Why is it that the prices went up, but yet none of the oil refineries got touched by Ike? But yet you claim that you lost power down there. So you telling me this big multi-million-dollar oil refinery does not have backup generators? You got businesses like UPS, FedEx, etc. have backup generators. This is a company that perpetually makes oil every single day, 24/7, all around the clock. But you don't have backup generators? You lost power, so you gonna decide to jack up the prices. But yet you are multi-million-dollar companies. These are multi-million-dollar companies, but you don't have backup generators. Got them. Now, the other thing I want to mention real quick is the fact that drill baby drill with Giuliani or McCain's, perspective of offshore drilling. If you drill in the wrong area, let's say like Alaska, because they say Alaska has a lot of oil. Also in Alaska, the North Atlantic or the North Pole is where a lot of our fresh water lies. That's where the glaciers, our fresh water comes from. Is those glaciers are stored in those glaciers. It melts, goes down the rivers. They had a hydraulic pumps that convert the water and basically purify the water, and they come down pipes, faucets in our kitchen, showers, backyard water hoses, etc., etc. Now, if you drill in those areas where our fresh water lies, and you find some oil, well, they drilling offshore, right? So my hand is like the sea level, right? And here's the drill, is it's going down and going to the crust. Okay, everything under my hand is water. Right, so you got the drill going down to the crust, and we struck some oil. So the oil spurts up, and it starts to mix in, of course, with the water. It spreads about, mixing in. Eureka! We struck oil, but you have struck oil in fresh water, which is our drinking water. So you are contaminating our drinking water, all because you desperate for some oil, all because you desperate for energy. This country is weakening and weakening by the day. Okay, biofuels. You say wind power. Well, the global warming, in these droughts we having, they kind of like eliminate wind power. Wind is not perpetual neither. Wind doesn't blow all the time. It's on and off. So how can you depend on wind? Solar energy. Well, the sun is only out for so long, and then that's that. So once the sun go down, everything is out. Solar, so that won't work. You say, let me see. Oh, also the gas. Trying to get vehicles to run off compound gases. And they showed a commercial with Toyota where you inject it like where you normally put a nozzle in a tank. You got these I don't know, filters or whatever the thing is called, this contraction, and you inject it in a tank and it pumps gas, and then that definitely won't work because you do nothing but pollute the air. You have a gas spill on the ground, not the compound gas, but the liquid gas instead of solid. You spill liquid gas on the ground, no big deal. Get a paper towel or something, dry it up, keep going. You spill solid gas, which is up in the air, that's a big problem. You polluting the air, somebody get inhale, let it end up passing away or faint. No, that's not a good idea. So you accidentally spill something like that in the air, and you polluting the air and zombies. But that's a whole other story right there. But just thought I'd tap on the biofuels thing. See, the people in this country think they so smart as far as we can get all around. Let's go around God. Let's go around God. We're a country that we believe we can generate without God. Remove God out of some everything, right? Wrong. Drill baby drill in offshore or offshore drilling would be silly and foolish if you drill in the wrong areas, destroying our natural resources. Very, very silly. And of course I gotta do a continuation of part 2. Now as far as with McCain instead of depending on Sarah Palin to boost up his campaign. But the thing is, Sarah Palin is supposed to be standing behind McCain, not McCain standing behind Sarah Palin. The ticket is McCain Palin, not Palin McCain. Lose. Peace be unto you. Christ for life. Do a part 2.